Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ran. In this channel, I share knowledge and practical techniques on everything about mental health. Today I wanted to talk about love addiction. It's something I personally struggled with for so many years as I was healing from my codependency symptoms. And I think sharing my experience and sharing my knowledge on this topic is going to be very helpful for people who are going through the same matter, because a lot of us, we feel like we're going through this alone because we feel like we are the only ones who are addicted to the relationship, who is addicted and obsessive about another person, even though consciously we may know that they are probably not the best partners for us. We're not actually loving them, but we just need them around because the idea of losing control, of losing them, scares the shit out of us. With the understanding of the mechanism behind it would really help us offer more compassion towards ourselves. And most importantly, there's a cure to that and you can change and heal. Even though love addiction is not officially classified as a diagnosis, but I think the word addiction is really self-explanatory and also just precisely describe the process of addiction towards another person, because we experience this involuntary and compulsive obsession towards another person with this high degree of intrusive thoughts. Whatever we do, we just feel like something about this person, ideas about this person, like thoughts about this person are just running at the back of our head. It just keeps replaying the episodes when we're with them or keeps fantasizing about this person. Just general rumination, like something we cannot get out of. Every morning when we wake up, the first idea that comes to our head is about this person. And when we're brushing our teeth, when we're eating our breakfast, when we're scrolling down screens, when we're dealing with our coworkers, just everything, when we're commuting, it's just something about this person is popping up constantly. Sometimes it's about things that happened in the past. It's like we are trying to overanalyze every little gesture, every word this person said, and every facial expression just to find hints of connection with this person. And we just become overly paying attention to whatever this person is doing. If they're not texting us, what are they doing? Like, are they thinking about us? Are they having a rough day? We're just ready to jump in and comfort them, just to be there for them so that we can prove our value, so that we can prove that, well, we're so intimate, we're connected. And sometimes it's just constant fantasy about arguments, about interactions, about like wedding, about having kids, about having some sort of conversation. And sometimes we laugh and we just smile because we thought about the good pictures. But sometimes we feel angry about the arguments that we imagine, even though we know that it's not true. We just cannot seem to get rid of it. It's incredibly exhausting and painful because clearly we know that there's something wrong with us. Look at those securely attached people. They seem to enjoy everyday life. They seem to be focused on their own. While when they got time, they can just hang out and freely express who they are with this person. Just every move of theirs is so casual, but for us, it's like all planned. We have to plan every date, like the time and events, just everything. We have to carefully control how we want to associate and connect with this person. And that's what we're thinking about all day, and we just cannot focus on everything we're doing in our hand, and we forget to take care of ourselves. It's incredibly painful and frustrating because, of course, it's very self-shaming because we shame ourselves for being needy. We cannot seem to be separated from this person. We feel like we cannot survive by ourselves. And also, often relationships like this, because it's not a normal, well, I don't want to use the word normal because I think that's incredibly hurting, but compared to healthy attached relationships, sadly, we feel like we're not normal. And when we're in this kind of relationship, it almost always ends up in a bad way, about either this person leaving us, abandoning us, or we leaving them because we are afraid of getting hurt, so we just wanted to do it before them. And we constantly blame ourselves, we shame ourselves for not being good enough to keep this person around, to keep every relationship alive. Plus, it's very self-defeating because we cannot seem to have self-control in getting rid of those intrusive thoughts, in getting rid of those obsession that we have over this person. There are 3 typical love addicts behaviors, and I find Pia Mellody explained it very well in her book Love Addiction. And that's where I started my self-healing journey on retrieving knowledge about love addiction. If it's something that you wanted to get to know more in depth, I'm gonna put her book's link down in the description box. You can check it out later. I'm gonna quote from her directly. Love addicts assign a disproportionate amount of time, attention, and value above themselves to this person to whom they're addicted. And this focus often has an obsessive quality about it. I want to explain a little bit on what is meant by value above themselves. So we often view this person as like God, as an upper power, like they decide our value. Whatever they say, we cannot disobey. If they say that we're good, then we're good. If they criticize us, if they reject us, it's like we're devastated because we feel like they are the only people that we care and they determine my value. If they say that I'm good, then I deserve to live and I deserve to be happy. But if they say that there's something wrong with us, we feel depressed and we reject ourselves, and we desperately find solutions to try to change some aspects about ourselves to cater for them, just so that we can get the acknowledgement and validation from them. They are the only person who can relieve our anxiety. They are the only person who can make us happy and make us feel like we're worth living. And that's how I felt in every past relationships that I had. I often become like so drawn to this person, like so early in this stage is so intensive that I think about them 24 hours. I forget to take care of myself. Like they decide if I'm good or not, even though I don't really know them. I'm only in love with the idea of them, that they are God, they are powerful, like they can do anything, they can decide anything in this world. The second behavior is that love addicts have unrealistic expectations for unconditional positive regard from the other person in the relationship. I feel like I have so much to say about this point because in every relationship, in the past relationship, I just basically always fantasized about them providing me with this unconditional attention, caring, and love. I often fantasize about me like hugging them whenever I go home and whenever I experience some upsetting events. I would cling to them and they would just smile and not say anything and look at me with love in their eyes and just comfort me and pat me, just hug me however long I want them to. Later I realized that this is the ideal parental figure that I wanted to have, but I wasn't able to have as a child. This is how I wanted my mom to be. This is how I wanted my dad to be. Even though it sounds like inappropriate, but like subconsciously we're using this person to be our parent, to provide the love and attention and unconditional validation to the child self, to the hurt little girl, to the hurt little boy inside of us. Because we never finished this process. We never finished longing for this love and care. We never had them. We wanted them so bad. This becomes the automatic expectation that we have towards every person that we're in intimate relationship with. Even though we know that they are a human being, like they are looking for someone to meet their needs. They cannot be there for anyone, however they love them, 24 hours to provide positive regard. They could not have guessed what we're thinking. It doesn't matter how much they want them to be, it's just not realistic for a human being. So we always ended up being disappointed with this kind of unrealistic expectations. Maybe next time when we're having this fantasy about this person providing us unconditional love and support, we can tell ourselves, we can catch ourselves by saying that, well, look, you're trying to use your partner to replace a parental figure that you have longed for so long, and you're projecting your wishes and expectations as a child to this person again. And it really helps us in disrupting the pattern of drifting too far in our obsessive thoughts or fantasies. And the third characteristic is that love addicts neglect to care for or value themselves while they are in the relationship. This is so incredibly, painfully true because whenever I drift too far in my thoughts, in my imaginations, in my fantasies, I forget what's going on in my own life. I forget to work. I forget to do the things that is really important for myself. Like I forget to pay the bills. I forget to eat, I forget to sleep, because I feel like I'm always high in my mind, and I forget that, well, realistically right now, you're not getting your needs met by yourself. Because I expect this person to take care of me, because, well, this person is gonna take care of me for the rest of my life, so I don't need to work that hard. He's gonna provide all those, he's gonna buy those stuff for me and meet my needs. And all I need to do is just to enjoy being loved and cling to this person. I don't need to worry about realistic stuff anymore. Whenever I have a bad day, whenever I go through some frustration or upsetting events in my life, I would cling to this person even more, because I feel like they should provide me unconditional love and caring to soothe me, to relieve my anxiety, so that I forget to do those things for myself. I just desperately wanted to get in touch with this person. I just desperately wanted to prove that they are there for me and they can take care of me. And I can just be this like little girl, I don't need to worry about anything. Again, like the hurt little child who is expecting her parents to take care of her, to relieve all her anxiety and frustration. But whenever this person is inaccessible to me, or this person doesn't respond in a way that I expect them to, as warmly as I thought, I would fall into depression, because I would feel like they're leaving me, they're abandoning me, and my separation and abandonment anxiety would get triggered. And I feel like I cannot survive by myself. I need them, and they're the only one who can save me from my life, from my misery. I wanted to make a series of videos on this topic because oftentimes I feel like we underestimate the pain, the struggles involved with being a love addict. We often tell people, just get it over with. They are just okay. Like, you can find someone better. Don't take it seriously, don't fall too soon. We tell people that without really getting to know the pain behind it. Love addiction can be a result of development trauma when we are being ignored, when we are being abused or being abandoned as children. And this is a consequence of a series of traumatic events. But oftentimes we see them as taking love too seriously. They are too involved in love. Like, they should do more things with their life. I find that extremely self-defeating, because I think the main emotion, the main pain behind the event itself is that we put labels on ourselves, like not being normal, not being able to have functional, healthy relationships. We're gonna die alone. Nobody wants us. We always end in relationships like this. We always get abandoned, because those ideas get developed involuntarily when we are shaming ourselves. So I wanted to really offer as much as compassion as I could to tell people that you can change, you can heal. Even though it takes time, even though it takes serious efforts towards healing, towards getting to know yourselves. Alright everyone, hope this video is helpful. If you like it, please give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like this, please subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.